guys, now let's talk about barricades, right? You've got in the world, you've got vertical barricades and you've got horizontal barricades, and that's pretty much it unless you live in a hobbit house that's got a round door. But otherwise, the world is divided into vertical and horizontal barricades. And we're going to talk about how to navigate or deal with a vertical barricade first. So the vertical barricade, the knife edge here of the barricade is where my sight is going to be placed. I'm going to be looking right at that area right there. I'm not concerned about all of this because I've already covered and cleared all of this. Otherwise, I would be pointing my gun that way. So all of this is safe and clear. I'm worried about what I can't see that's around this corner. All right, so I want you in your mind to imagine that this is a wall that goes all the way up and I can't see and it doesn't have holes through it. All right, so I've got to clear the space on the other side of that barricade. And I'm using this barricade as cover, right? So cover is anything that stops bullets. Concealment is anything that hides me from whoever's looking for me. Cover can be both. It can be cover and it can be concealment at the same time. It can also just be cover, like if it's a piece of bulletproof glass. You can still see me, but you can't shoot me. So here's how we're going to deal with this barricade here. I'm going to drive my sight out and I'm looking at the knife edge of that barricade. And I'm looking all the way down to the bottom and then back up again, right? Why am I going all the way to the bottom? Somebody could be crouched down here. And if you just focus your sight right in front of you, your hands, the mass of your hands, and especially if you have a rifle right here, all of this mass takes up and blocks your field of view down here. So you want to move that gun around as you're moving. Now, you're not going to come out and just start taking big honking steps to get around this thing and clear it. Right? That's not what we're looking to do. I may be doing this by myself at night in my house, right, or in my place of business. And so what I'm going to do, and I want you to swing it this way so you can see what's going on with the feet. We're going to draw a line in the ground here, and this is my kind of my no-go line, right? So as I approach the barricade, I don't have to get sucked up right to the barricade. You don't have to get sucked up to cover. The further back I stay, the less I have to move angle-wise for what's around the corner. So I drive up to my barricade, and then from here, I start working slowly around this in an arc, right? That's called slicing the pie because every little piece I see is about a little wedge of a circle, right? So I come up to it, I'm scanning that knife edge all the way down. All right, you can see maybe where the flashlight is hitting. You can see where the laser is trained right there on the knife edge. So that's where my eyes are going, right on that edge there. And as I move, I'm going to bring my trail foot. My trail foot is going to be this foot back here. I'm going to bring my trail foot up until it touches my lead foot. And then my lead foot, I'm not going to take some big wild step out, right? All I'm going to do is take my heel. I'm going to push my heel out, move my toe over, and then I'm going to start leaning into that foot. Lean, lean, lean until I feel like I'm almost off balance. Then I'm going to bring the trail foot up until it touches. And then I'm going to work that foot and then lean, lean, lean. Bring the trail foot up. Work that foot. Lean into it. Work that foot. Scanning the whole time. And the reason we're doing all this, small footwork down here is I don't want to expose this because this is going to be further out than my sights are. Bad guy picks my foot up and just starts wearing me out down on the feet. Right? I want to see him first. And I'm even going to go so far as to try not to have my arm out here like this. I want my arm to roll in. Right? I'll pick the blue gun up now. I want you to get on this side so you can see how much I'm trying to shave off of my body. All right, so what I'm trying to do is even shave off the side of my arm and my shoulder if I can. Right, so I'm going to roll that shoulder in. And if I have to, I'll turn sideways because all I want to give the bad guy is a muzzle and an eyeball coming around this corner. I want to see him first. And if you look at the way the human being is put together, their eyes are inset between their shoulders and their feet. So if I come around this corner, I'm most likely, if there's somebody in there, going to pick up a foot or a shoulder before I'm able to see their face. And it works the same for me, so I need to be aware of that as I move around this corner. So I'm going to put my sight right on the knife edge, and I'm going to lean, lean, lean until I just pick up just a part, and then I can lean out and take the shot. And you work those feet until you get to the point where you pick up a body part. Right now on the camera guy, I'm picking up the knee. And as I lean out, so from here I've got a knee, so now I can just lean out and take the shot from here. And it's all about how you work the feet. This is not CQB. This is slow and deliberate movement to work around a corner, right? So you work those feet, heel toe, lean, 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 bring the trail foot up, heel toe, lean, 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 bring the trail foot up, slowly, right? You're working super slow. If you get completely around this barricade, and now you've cleared the barricade, and now you can move into the area from that side. So that's how you would clear a space by yourself, not come barreling in. You know, you're not gonna John Wick this thing. Okay, here's my barricade. This is not my solo plan, is to come around like this, right? That's not the plan for you by yourself. That may be your plan. That's not my plan, right? I want to be slow and deliberate. I want to listen, use all my senses and pick up what's coming, pick up what's in there, right? If somebody's in my house, I'm going to know the floor plan better than they are. They might be knocking their knees on coffee tables or stumbling over creaky boards, and I know where those are. So you need to think those parts through. So that is a vertical barricade. That's a door, that's a corner, that's a piece of furniture, it's a large vehicle, right? That's how you would negotiate that. A horizontal barricade's different. This is my horizontal barricade here. It could be a counter, it could be a table, a low wall. Doesn't matter what it is. It's a horizontal barricade. As I approach the barricade, I need to be lower than the top edge, but I can do nothing about the distance between my eye and the top of my head, right? I can't turn sideways and come up, right? So what you have to do with a vertical barricade is simply commit to it. As you're approaching the barricade, you've got your sights trained on it. What I'm concerned about is what's down there, right? So you got to get up close and then just commit to this thing there and out. You come up and clear this, keep your gun up. Don't jam your gun around the corner. But grab it, pull, and then come out and see what's going on everywhere else. So horizontal barricades are difficult to do because of the distance between the eye and the top of the head as you're coming up. So again, I'm here, I'll clear up to it, rise, 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 and then keeping low enough until you get to where you can command what's on the other side. But if you can't get to it, do not do this. Do not just stick past without clearing this area to the floor. For the same reason we wouldn't stick it past a doorway without clearing what's on the other side of the corner. You don't want somebody to be sitting down there ready to take advantage of you like that. So that's vertical and horizontal barricades.